If you guys need help gearing up for any of the new content that's coming in the summer 2021 DLC here in Grand Theft Auto Online, check out G2A with the link in the description and use cashback code BOSS if you want to save a little bit extra as well. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about how much money you're going to need in order to buy everything from the summer 2021 DLC update here in Grand Theft Auto Online. So this is a video that I will probably have to make an update on as we get more information, but now is the right time in order to start saving your money for the next DLC. Now, luckily, there's a few things that are in your favor here. The first is that we haven't had any new content in a while. The drip feed from the Cayo Perico heist expired a couple of months ago, so this should have given you ample opportunity in order to save up and gather some funds. And the second thing is Rockstar have also done a great job of handing out free money or bonus cash opportunities over the last few event weeks, news wires, and specials that have been going on. So not only should you just be making a lot of money through the bonuses, double money, triple money, you're also going to be getting a lot for free, and we've had a long time to acquire a lot of that money. But in today's video, I'll be telling you just about how much I think you're going to need. Because not only have Rockstar told us roughly what's going to be coming in the update, but also we just know how Grand Theft Auto Online DLCs work. So let's go ahead and jump into everything in this video today. So for starters, we know what the update is going to be about. It's going to be car culture with new opportunities, including performance and customization upgrades. And there's even going to be new areas like an underground car meet, as well as a series of multi-part robbery missions and even other things where you can challenge each other in new race types or things like the hot list. So all of that's going to be happening later this summer. But how much money are you going to need in order to buy all of the new content? Well, let's just start with what traditionally comes in a Grand Theft Auto Online update, and that is vehicles. And so going off of how Rockstar usually operate on big updates, which the last big update, the Cayo Perico heist, had a total of 20 new vehicles, I'm going to assume we're roughly going to get the same here. Now, the good news for you is not all of them will be available on day one. How it worked in the Cayo Perico heist is 9 were available with the initial release, and then 11 of them were released in the event weeks. So it's going to take some time before you're able to buy all of them anyways, which means you won't have to have all of this money that we're going to talk about in this video today up front, but it still won't hurt to have at least something roughly close to this when the time comes. So let's just, for the sake of argument, say that there's going to be 20 new vehicles in this update. So if that is the case, let's just call them all in all $1 million each. Now, every vehicle might not be $1 million. Some might be a couple $1,000,000. Some might only be a couple $100,000. But when you include the new customization and performance and even the old customization and performance that Rockstar talked about, each vehicle is going to have a lot of extra add-ons here. So I'm just going to make a nice round number and say that if we've got 20 vehicles, all in all, if you want to buy them and you want to upgrade them and you want to make them perform the way they want to, because Rockstar even says you're going to be able to precisely modify some of these getaway cars, each one I'm going to say is about $1 million. So right off the bat, you're looking at probably 20 million. I would even vote even a little bit higher, because if you think about all the million-plus vehicles that came out in the Cayo Perico heist, you're kind of looking at the same thing here. I mean, just look at like the Pegassi Toreador and the Grotti Itali RSX. Those are just a handful of examples right there where you've got a lot more mileage in terms of having to spend more money. So because of that, I'm going to say like $20 to $30 million for all the vehicles, their customization, and their upgrades. The next thing is it's looking like there's probably going to be a new property. Now, I could see the new property working in two different ways. The first would be this underground car meet area. Now, I don't know how this is going to work quite yet. Is this going to be a public area where anyone and anybody can just bring their vehicle in and then you just sort of have your own little area? Is this a place you get membership to? So it's kind of like the Diamond Casino and Resort, public, but you have to have a membership in order to get in? Or is it going to be like other properties in Los Santos where there's multiple underground car meet areas like the bunker, for example, or the facility. You purchase them, and then it becomes your own private area where you can invite people in and set the rules and whatnot. So I guarantee you that that has either some subscription, membership, or property right there. And we know there's going to be a series of multi-part robbery missions. I would imagine in order to start those missions, you have to talk to some new character or existing character at one of the in-game properties. Just like how we saw Martin Madrazzo's son in the music locker. You had to visit him in the music locker, and you had to purchase the submarine, the Rune Kosatka, in order to get the Cayo Perico heist officially started. So because of all that, it really meant that even though it was a vehicle, it still really at the end of the day was a property to get this entire thing going. So I think in some way, shape, or form, there's going to be a property here. And I would imagine that at the most, it's probably between $1 million to $5 million, depending on how much you upgrade it. I could see you being able to upgrade the car show area a lot with music and lights and different floor patterns, all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to say another $5 million right then and there. And then you have some of the more miscellaneous stuff that sometimes we see in updates. Like, for example, the Cayo Perico heist added 3 new weapons that you could purchase. I'm sure there's going to be things like new tattoos, clothing, face paints, accessories like hats and masks and jewelry that you'll be able to add for your character. So there's going to be a lot of miscellaneous stuff right there that obviously all of this is going to be optional. But really, you could add another $1 to $5 million right there. I mean, you guys know how expensive the clothing, face paints, tattoos, and all that sort of stuff gets here in Grand Theft Auto Online. So I think there's going to be a lot of new things that you're going to be able to purchase here. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there's a good chance that you won't need all of that money right off of the bat, because not only will there be opportunities to earn money through the various things that are added in the DLC, but all of it won't be available at once. Knowing Rockstar, they're going to save a lot of it for the drip feed. And there's also going to be plenty of opportunities for you to unlock a lot of this new content for free. Like, for example, just going back to the Cayo Perico heist, since it was the most recent update, Rockstar gave away some of the vehicles for free as a part of the event weeks. And a lot of those new vehicles were added to the podium. So, meaning you'll be able to spin them at least once a day in order to get the chance to win them for free. So there's lots of opportunities to save money, earn money as you're spending some of your cash here in Grand Theft Auto Online. But to just sort of wrap things up, you've got $20 to $30 million for the vehicles. You got about $5 million for one of the new properties, another $5 million for all the other accessories, clothing, weapons, and add-ons. So don't be shocked if at the end of the day you're going to need about $40, $45, $50 million when it's all said and done. There's just a little bit of unknowns here that we don't really know about, like what's the new performance and customization going to cost? You know, how expensive will it be to get into the underground car meet area? Stuff like that. But I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. How expensive do you think the next update, the summer 2021 DLC, is going to be? How much money do you think our characters will need in order to buy everything? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.